Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Listener discretion is advised.
Last week on Stick Shifts Incorporated.
I am alive.
And I'd like to keep it that way.
Can't you use your magic to shut him up?
I used up the last of my allowance on that stupid pin.
Humans will torture themselves if given the proper guidance.
Skyler, looks like someone is jamming our communication. Try to...
Hello? Hello?
Where's Peter? Michael?
She's opening the door.
My God!
Jason Cumberland died 2 hours before your accident.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, does it? Discrepancies like this are popping up over and over again in cases involving Stick Shift Incorporated, all over North America, and even in parts of Europe.
Hades and Persephone, I'm coming for you. Okay, so maybe in hindsight, coming right out and declaring war on a couple of Greek gods wasn't the brightest of ideas. Now, on top of having to teleport multiple times a day, I keep getting these god-awful migraines. Whiskey Jack says they're launching cyber attacks against my mind, which wouldn't have been possible in the first place if he hadn't turned me into some freaky technomancer type thing.
I didn't turn you into anything. All I did was boost your innate abilities.
Can you boost away these headaches? Silence, of course. Because that's what the gods are all about. Having us figure it all out for ourselves. Yay.
It's not like that.
Not like what?
You're implying that we just enjoy watching people suffer.
And don't you?
Sometimes. Depends on the situation. And the person. But that's beside the point. There are rules.
Yeah, and you made them. Not just you, the collective you. You know what I mean.
No, Skylar. There are rules. Ancient ones. Laws that even the gods must obey.
Yeah, right.
You may not believe me now, but you will witness it yourself.
Whatever. I kind of have a thing to do now, so if you don't mind, thank you. Right. Sorry about that. Where was I? Here's a conversation between Mr. Catacosmos. No, I'm not doing that. This audio is between Hades and one of his many nephews. Probably Hermes, if I had to guess.
The good news is that I've scrambled communications amongst investigators across Europe and North America. Our employees won't be contacting them anytime soon.
And the bad news?
A handful of your employees are immune to everything I've thrown at them.
Can't you make them unimmune?
No, because that's not a word. But also because it's impossible. Thankfully, most of them are clueless anyway, and they shouldn't cause any problems.
I'm sensing a but. Seriously, how old are you?
It gets me every time. But yeah, one of them's talking to that detective I told you about.
So what are you doing here? Go over there and make it stop.
But...
Now!
But...
Go!
Fine, I'm going.
But... Katie, I forgot you were there. Go give him a hand. I have a feeling you could use all the help he can get.
As you wish.
Oh, and Katie?
Yes?
If you tell him I laughed at his joke, I'll deny it.
Of course. I would expect nothing less.
Right. Good. You can go now.
Oh, good. When the universe and its many afterlives ultimately implode, it'll be a great comfort to know that some of the gods involved are basically 12. Seriously. I thought Hades would have more class. Well, As much class as anyone who kidnapped a woman and tricked her into becoming his wife could possibly... You know what? I take that back. Hades is trash. That's right, I said it. What are you going to... I take it back! I take it back! I take it back! I take it back! Reminder to self, stop picking fights with gods. Because they are gods. Right. Anyway, here's some footage from Alexandria books after Sarah's trip to heaven, or what's left of it. Oh. Monica's in the office, isn't it? It looks like she's actually doing work. She's seated at the desk with her head buried in a logbook. Whoa, okay. There was a sudden gust of wind that oddly smelled like cinnamon. But Monica didn't even look up from her work.
You're back early.
I don't want to talk about it.
What's wrong? The land of milk and honey not as sweet as it used to be?
Shut up.
My, someone's touchy.
I said I don't want to talk about it.
You say that, but I think you do.
All right. I do want to talk about it, but not to you.
Perfect. Because I'm not interested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't care what some stupid angel has to say after visiting their fairy tale utopia of a home. You think you have it bad? Huh. You really think you have it so bad?
You didn't see what I saw.
No, I didn't. I was too busy rationing out my power to last through the month, while you sit there flaunting it for all the world to see. You angelic beings think you're so great. Oh, no. You don't get to cry. You don't get to try to make me feel sorry for you. I've been barely scraping by for millennia. Where were your tears then?
Keep it down. The customers will hear.
Let them hear. I don't care anymore.
You don't mean that.
Why do non-corporeals and immortals have to hide like roaches from the very thing that gives us magic?
Monica.
What's so special about humans that they get to be sheltered from the rest of the universe?
Monica.
Why do we have to spend so much time and energy orchestrating elaborate schemes just to get them to believe we exist?
Monica, seriously. They will hear you.
Oh, and why are the humans that can see our true forms without consequence so rare? Follow-up question. Why does being seen by an ordinary human make us explode?
That's simply the way things are.
Yeah, well, it's stupid, and I'm tired of it. So here.
There's like this shimmer, kind of like you see sometimes on really hot days. Yeah, there's one of those that popped up around Monica, and she's transforming. Oh. Yeah, I'm still not used to that. Okay, she's in full-on demon form now, and she's stretching her stubby pointed tail and flexing her gray, molting wings.
Consider this my resignation.
Monica, don't do this.
You're not the boss of me. No one is. Not you, not Lucy, and not these disgusting humans either.
Okay, she's opening the door. A customer passing by locks eyes with her and... Oh my god! What did I just... She just exploded. There are little gooey bits of... Oh, I think I'm going to be sick.
Well, that was unnecessarily unpleasant. But I suppose it is one less thing to worry about.
Sarah walks up to the customer and puts a glowing finger on their forehead. And now they're just kind of nodding with this serene look on their face. And they're walking away like nothing happened. And now streams of magic are flowing out from Sarah's hands, and all of the goo... ectoplasm? Well, it's all gone now.
There. Much better. Now, where is my phone? Oh, here we go.
Hello?
Kobe, this is Sarah.
Oh, hi, Sarah. You're back soon. How can I help you?
Get the team together for an emergency meeting. We have a situation.
That bad, huh?
No, it's worse. Much, much worse.
Understood. I'll get on that right away. For his glory.
Just hurry.
I had no idea. I mean, I knew Monica had died, but I was told that she'd been shot. That was so much worse, and I still don't understand quite what... She may have been a manipulative demon, but she's just kind of gone forever now, isn't she? Like, when I thought she was human, sure, I still knew that she was gone, but there was always this understanding in the back of my mind that a part of her wasn't. I didn't even know her all that well, and it's not like she was a great person to begin with. Why does this bother me so much? I think I need a breather.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Okay, I'm back. Here's some footage from the emergency meeting that Sarah called right after... Yeah. So, we're back at Alexandria Books now, in the stockroom again. The employees are sitting in the same folding chairs as last time, and Sarah's back on her stool. Monica's stool is noticeably absent.
There has been an incident. Due to the law of revelation, Monica is, unfortunately, no longer with us.
Bull! What did you do to her?
I didn't do anything to her.
Yeah, right. Admit it. You hated her guts, and you finally figured out a way to get rid of her.
She'd probably been planning it for weeks.
You just can't trust angels these days.
You knew Monica. You all did. She was clever and bold and didn't take anything from anyone.
Except Lucy.
Right. Do you honestly think that I could pull one over on her without her knowing? We all know the law. Reveal your full, true form to a living creature without casting any kind of protection to erase their memory, and yes, there are some living entities who have the mutation for true sight that won't result in our termination, but they are extremely rare. Revelation is always a risk, and it is one that she chose to take.
Or you manipulated her into taking it so you could have full control of the Alliance.
You think I want to be in charge of a handful of demons? No, thank you. I'm sure Lucy will appoint a replacement, but until that time...
We take orders from you?
No. I'll keep you informed of how things are progressing, but outside of that, all you need to do is stay out of my way.
Aw, but seeing you all flustered is half the fun.
Everyone but my crew is dismissed.
Half of the group filters out of the room. That's funny. Turns out all the demons were sitting in the back few rows.
As you know, I recently went back home for a quick visit.
How are Michael and Peter? I miss those guys.
I honestly don't know.
How can you not know? You were just there, right?
She shakes her head, and Kobe's expression sinks.
He is no longer on the throne.
What?
Each of us was given a faith stone to collect and store the power of the faithful, right?
Yeah?
All of the faith stones are currently on Earth. Heaven is out of power.
That can't be right. He had to have kept at least one for himself, right?
He did. But it was stolen and brought back to Earth.
How?
All I know is a human spirit is currently sitting on Heaven's throne. They are marked by the sign of the trickster, and they've managed to trap the Almighty in a computer simulation.
So what do we do now?
What we always do. The right thing.
Wait a minute, so God is stuck in a computer game? I wonder if I can... Oh, I see it. And, yep, he's still in there. Aw, he looks like he's having so much fun. I'm just going to leave him be. Where was I? Right, so after that meeting in Detective Marley's office, we decided to have weekly check-ins at Club Cafe when my shift was over. Here's audio from our first meeting.
How was your week?
Not bad. I picked up a few rides this week. Maria Chapinski, Adam Gruber, and Elliot Jones. That last one was weird, though.
How so?
Oh, Elliot's a hockey player. Kept using all these phrases that made no sense to me and talked like a mile a minute. Really liked the letter W. And something called a Ferda?
Right. What about the other two?
Nothing that really stands out. I mean, none of them were expecting me, but they all eventually remembered calling for a ride. Or pretended to save face, I guess.
Interesting. Did you note down the times like I asked?
Oh, yeah, here.
Thank you. I printed out a list of local deaths for the past week, and here. Maria Chapinski, Adam Gruber, and Elliot Jones. All deceased. Let me pull up the coroner's report. They all died before you... Hold on now. There are 2 reports for Elliot Jones. This one states he died prior to when you recorded meeting him, and this one states he died a day later. Let me save this before... Oh, no.
What? What happened?
Someone deleted the original report. It's gone.
There has to be a backup somewhere, right?
That would be ideal. Especially now that the other 2 records have been altered as well.
What? Do you think someone at Stick Shift Incorporated is doing this?
Based on what my other source has shared with me, it's increasingly likely.
Your other source?
We've only ever interacted online, as they prefer to remain anonymous. But they sent me hours of footage and audio to sift through that related directly to this case.
That's cool.
I'm going to have to cut this short. There's another meeting I need to attend. Same time next week?
Sure. It was so obvious, right? I was driving dead people around. How did I not get this sooner? Anyway, here's a phone call that happened right after my meeting with Detective Marley. It's between Hades and one of his brothers. I'll let you guess which one.
Hello?
If you don't get your people under control, then I have to come down from my intergalactic paradise to get them in line for you. Brother, there will be consequences.
Nice to talk to you, too.
I have heard rumblings that one afterlife has collapsed, another has been taken over, and apparently yours is on the verge of being exposed. Need I remind you of the law of revelation?
No one is being exposed.
I'm not taking any chances. If you take a hit, it puts everyone in the family at risk. Hera, pack your bags. We're going home.
That really isn't necessary.
This is not up for debate. I will see you in... We did not start this fight, but we will win this war!
He is intense and more than a little terrifying. Another cyber attack. I'll be fine. I just need to... This show was made possible in part by our Kickstarter backers, Apocalypse Cowboy on Twitter, Stephen LaFawn from the Whichever Path podcast, Dwayne Farver, and 1985 the podcast by Cherie Madewell. Special thanks to our muse on Patreon, Olivia. Thank you so much for believing in us. If you'd like to support the show, consider becoming a patron. You can also support the show by rating, subscribing, and sharing with others. Sharing is caring, after all. Stick Shift Incorporated was written, produced, and set in Vancouver, BC, which is the unceded shared traditional territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. This episode featured the voices of Ari Shey, Brad, Brandon Jenkins, Checkov, Frederick S. Gregory, Haley C. McCarthy, Juliana Gutierrez, Paul Hikari, Richard Collins, Stewart Moyer, Takudzwa Sharon Kirimi, and Ditrie Marie Bowie. Music for the show was composed by Anthony Luis Sanchez. If you'd like to hear more of his work, visit anthonyluissanchez.com or subscribe to his YouTube channel, Molto Rubato 88. Think you know what will happen next? Tweet us your theories, or hop into our Discord server linked in the show notes. Stick Shift Incorporated is a Microphones and Monsters production. You can find Stick Shift Incorporated wherever podcasts are found, or at stickshift.com. That's stickshift.com. You can also find other great Microphones and Monsters podcasts at mikesandmonsters.com. That's mikesandmonsters.com. Don't forget to check out our Patreon as well at www.patreon.com/mikesandmonsters. That's patreon.com/mikesandmonsters.
Thank you for riding with Stick Shift Incorporated, the only truly global riding service.